This is the story of my little girl and her fluffy protectors. For the longest time, I thought my German Shepherds were my only children, but everything changed when she came into our lives. Wherever she goes, the dogs are always by her side, like loyal guardians. If she crawls to the garden, they follow her every move. When she takes a bath, the pups eagerly wait outside the door, watching over her. They guard her as if she were one of their own, and sometimes I genuinely think she sees herself as part of their pack. She's even started behaving like a little puppy. We have two German Shepherds, each with their own unique personality. Naturally, we were worried about how they'd react to a newborn like her. If things had gone wrong, it could have been disastrous. So we took our time introducing them properly. My husband brought one of her blankets home from the hospital so the dogs could get used to her scent. Their reaction was incredible. They were immediately curious and intrigued, sniffing the blanket with such gentleness. When she finally came home, they greeted her with so much joy, sniffing her, licking her tiny hands, and wagging their tails. They quickly accepted her as their little sister. I notice you still haven't subscribed, and honestly, that makes me a bit sad. If you're enjoying this bond between my daughter and her furry brothers, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more heartwarming stories like this. As the days passed, their bond only grew stronger. She loved being around her furry friends, and her gentle nature was met with equal affection from the dogs. But out of the whole pack, she shares a special connection with Shadow, our male German Shepherd. He's become her loyal companion and protector. Wherever she is, Shadow is right there with her, like her shadow. If she strays too far, Shadow rushes after her and gently guides her back. He loves to kiss her and make her laugh. Their friendship is something truly special and without a doubt will last a lifetime. Some people worry that she might get sick from the dogs licking her, or that she might get hurt playing with such big animals. But I've always been cautious, especially during their first meetings. We carefully monitor their interactions, and I know one thing for sure: if you love dogs, they'll love you back. Shadow has never once been aggressive. Even when she accidentally pulls his ears or grabs his tail, he just sits there patiently letting her explore. Luna, our female, is equally gentle. She positions herself near the baby during nap time, creating this protective barrier that no stranger could cross. The way they've adapted their behavior around her is nothing short of miraculous. These are powerful dogs, bred for protection and work. Yet around her, they become the softest, most careful versions of themselves. Shadow walks slower when she's nearby, adjusting his massive stride to match her tiny crawling pace. Luna lowers her body to the ground when approaching her, making herself smaller and less intimidating. It's like they understand she's fragile, that she needs their gentleness more than their strength. Every morning follows the same beautiful routine. When she wakes up, the first sounds she hears are the dogs padding down the hallway to her room. They wait at her door, tails wagging, ready to greet her with morning kisses. She squeals with delight every single time, reaching her little arms through the crib bars to touch their fur. This ritual has become sacred in our home. It's their way of saying, "Good morning, little sister." Mealtime is another special moment. She sits in her high chair and, without fail, both dogs position themselves beneath her. They're not begging, they're guarding. Though I won't lie, they also benefit from the dropped food that inevitably falls during her enthusiastic eating. But even when she drops her favorite snacks, they wait for permission before taking anything. They've learned that her space is sacred, that everything she touches belongs to her first. Watching her bond with these incredible animals brings me so much joy. Their friendship is something magical that fills our home with warmth and happiness. She's learning empathy by watching how we care for them. She's learning trust by leaning against Shadow's side when she's tired. She's learning loyalty by seeing how Luna never leaves her side, even when called away. These aren't just life lessons I could teach her with words. These are experiences she's living every single day. There's this one moment that happens almost every evening that perfectly captures their relationship. After dinner, when the house quiets down, she crawls over to where Shadow is resting. She curls up against his chest, her tiny body fitting perfectly in the curve of his frame. Luna circles them once, inspecting the situation, then lies down on her other side, completing the protective circle. And they just stay there, three beings completely content in each other's presence. No toys needed, no entertainment required, just pure, unconditional love. People often ask me if I'm concerned about safety, and I understand why. These are large, powerful animals. But here's what I've learned through this journey. Dogs have an instinct for gentleness when it comes to babies. They sense vulnerability and adjust accordingly. Shadow and Luna have never shown even a hint of aggression toward her. Not during her loudest crying fits, not when she's accidentally hurt them, not even when she's invaded their personal space in ways that would annoy any creature. I've documented so much of their journey together because I know these moments are fleeting. One day, she'll be too big to curl up against Shadow's chest. One day, the dogs will be too old to follow her energetic pace. But right now, in this perfect window of time, they have each other completely. And that's something I want to preserve forever. As she grows, I know their relationship will evolve. She'll eventually run faster than they can follow. She'll develop interests beyond playing with the dogs. Shadow and Luna will age, slowing down as all dogs do. But the foundation they're building now will stay with her forever. She'll grow up knowing what unconditional love feels like, understanding loyalty not as a concept, but as a lived reality. River and her fluffy friends are truly like family, and I feel at ease knowing they're together. If you like this story about my girl and her furry protectors, put a like and subscribe to the channel. And here's something I'm curious about. Do you think children who grow up with dogs develop differently than those who don't? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.